They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The Giants at 8-4 now in the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones, he's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 24. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. Now allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad time for a full start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. He's got Ayuk once again. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the double.
On 1st down, going back to Patterson. And space tough to come by there, as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Second and 9 now. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there, and they end up making the play.
They'll roll him out right. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd and a yard, Jones, he's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Jerry Jeudy, 27 yards. And the Giants have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those sixes on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're down on the scoreboard right now.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
On 2nd and 9, Jones going for the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Falcons grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Here's Jones, throwing on first down. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football, but I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. On second and 11 now. Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, Jones. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 23-yard line. Set. Black Ulster. Hey, cross field.
They'll throw now on the final play. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Out of the gun, a run with Patterson.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's Cordarrelle Patterson hauling it in.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Here we go.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man, there is Patterson, complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Again, he'll drop to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards. A little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
A right side run with Patterson. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Ready. Check you.
They'll try to run with Patterson. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3/4 of the...
Okay, ready?
It's a quarterback sneak. Trying to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go.
He's got a man complete. A big play there for the Giants. 49 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter buries him for a loss of 11 from his outside linebacker spot.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now Jones.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Fairbairn able to put this one through.
But for almost 8 years, 64 stood as the NFL record for the longest field goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that, because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game, you've got a lot to be proud of, record or no record. And only a handful of guys can even attempt it. Excellent job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now, here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the third time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Jones. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And I actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the
blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. He'll look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Looking deep downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is out of bounds here. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing Jones. This is intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? In fact, they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brandon Ayuk, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a...